It's dead. A look into the attack and how Israel is responding. Walking to save lives, especially black men, bringing awareness and understanding through resources and health care.
Taking action for you. Action News 5 at 6 starts now.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Cook. The Palestinian militant group Hamas launched an unprecedented attack on Israel by land, air, and sea. The group says it has hostages. Israel's leaders say they are at war now and fighting back after the attack took the nation by surprise. At least 200 Israelis are dead, according to officials, and more than 200 people in the Gaza Strip are dead as well. That's coming from Palestinian leaders. Both death tolls are expected to rise. NBC's Bree Jackson has details.
Hamas militants launched thousands of rockets early Saturday morning in a stunningly brazen assault, taking Israel by surprise. In response, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu ordered strikes in Gaza, declaring his nation is in a war. President Biden weighing in, pledging unwavering support to Israel and sending a warning to adversaries.
Let me say this as clearly as I can. This is not a moment for any party hostile to Israel to exploit these attacks to seek advantage. The world is watching.
The bloodshed comes at a crucial time. The U.S. was working on a peace deal with Israel and Saudi Arabia that had been gaining momentum. Hamas leaders say this attack was a message to any Muslim country working on peace with Israel. Experts question why Israel was caught so off guard.
The kind of activities that would have had to precede Hamas's making these attacks should not have gone unnoticed.
The unprecedented violence coming during the height of a major Jewish holiday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn released a statement earlier today following the Hamas attacks on Israel. Her statement said, quote, just weeks ago, the Biden administration handed over $6 billion to Iran, and today, innocent Israelis were murdered by Iran-backed terrorists. We must continue to support our strongest ally in the Middle East and their right to defend themselves against these unprovoked, horrific attacks. I stand with Israel and join many around the world in praying for the safety and security of its people. We will continue, of course, to follow this story as new information becomes available to us. Well, fall is here and is certainly starting to feel like it. Meteorologist Maggie McCauley joins us now with the first alert forecast. Maggie?
Hey, yeah, we've been waiting for these conditions, these fall-like conditions, and we sure got them for our Saturday. Looking at what's going on right now, a whole lot of nothing here in the Mid-South and across a good portion of the United States with that front pushing through, giving us clear conditions for our Saturday. And you can see that over in Olive Branch. Blue skies are the story and temperatures in the 60s all across the Mid-South. 64 here in Memphis, 67 over in Harrisburg, Arkansas, 63 over in Corinth, Mississippi. So really nice conditions. That's going to be the story as we head throughout the evening as well. Low 60s by 7, but look at this. As we head 9, 11 o'clock, we'll be falling through the 50s. Yeah, we'll see a chilly night ahead. So if you do have any plans later this Saturday evening, maybe go ahead and pack that light jacket in there as well. I'll have details of how long these nice fall-like conditions are going to be lasting and what's in store for the rest of the weekend, all coming up.
The I-55 bridge will be closed this weekend. The Tennessee Department of Transportation is closing the bridge to continue construction activities on the I-55 and Crump interchange. The bridge is expected to reopen Monday morning at 6. Detours will be posted in the area. And in a developing story, Peabody Elementary is expected to remain closed until fall 2024. That's according to Memphis Shelby County Schools. This comes after mold was found in the school last month. School leaders attribute storms as the cause of mold, as well as the historic building needing infrastructure upgrades, along with dozens of other MSCS schools. Peabody Elementary students will continue classes at Middle College High School on South Parkway until further notice. And Action News 5's Walter Murphy is investigating the story, and we'll have more tonight at 10. As we all know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 1 in 8, that's how many women in the United States who will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. That's according to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Dr. Jacqueline Koger says that annual mammograms are essential, and it's not just older women who can get breast cancer.
For average risk women, usually we start screening at age 40. If you have a higher family history of breast cancer, a higher personal risk, then sometimes those screenings happen sooner.
She said a lot of women worry after getting diagnosed that there are not good treatment options available, but she said major improvements have been made in the past few years, and women who are diagnosed are living longer and are more receptive to treatments. And as we kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you can pay tribute alongside WMC Action News 5 morning anchor Andrew Douglas. He wears a pink tie every day in the month of October, ties that you send him in honor or in memory of you or loved ones and family members. He'll say your name and city on the air and then donate the tie to Dress for Success, or he'll send it back to you. You can send the tie to our Midtown Memphis studios at 1960 Union Avenue. The African American Male Wellness Agency held its 3rd annual Walk to Save Black Men's Lives at Fourth Bluff Park this morning. It was a chance for men all over the community to come and get free health screenings and checks. Several vendors, along with healthcare providers and other community resources, were there. And we spoke with organizer Leonard Watkins, who says one of their goals is to increase the average life expectancy of black men.
I want them to take away the importance of knowing their numbers. We die for a lot of preventable diseases due to ignorance and the lack of knowledge. So those that were not able to make it out today, go see a primary care physician if you can. Go to a community clinic if you can, because it's so important to know what's going on in our bodies.
Watkins also suggested people visit aawellness.org to learn more about the national agency and their efforts to better the health of black men here in Memphis and across the country. At least 200 people were screened and about 500 men participated in the walk. Still ahead, Tennessee State students sat down with Governor Bill Lee this week. The next steps from the discussions over the billions of dollars withheld from the university. But first, progress is being made between strikers and automakers. The major breakthrough that is avoiding an expansion on the strike. The United Auto Workers Union strike against the nation's biggest automakers is moving into its 4th week. And as it does, the union president says there's been a major breakthrough in talks with GM. Big enough, he says, that the union will not expand its strike as planned. Emily Schmidt has more.
Friday's United Auto Workers Union live stream began late and with a bang.
We have had a major breakthrough that has not only dramatically changed negotiations, but it's going to change the future of our union and the future of our industry.
Union President Shawn Fain says GM agreed in writing to cover future EV battery plant workers by the same labor agreement covering other GM union members, which the union considers critical in an evolving industry.
If they were to close an engine facility, where would those workers go if not to the new technology, which is batteries?
We are making significant progress. In just 3 weeks, we have moved these companies further than anyone thought was possible.
Fain says Ford's wage raise offers jumped from 9% to 23% during the strike, with GM and Stellantis offers around 20% over the 4-year contract, all less than the union wants.
We gotta stand up and come out.
More than 25,000 auto workers are on the picket line, getting $500 a week in strike benefits instead of a paycheck. The Anderson Economic Group estimates the strike cost the economy nearly $4 billion in its first 2 weeks. GM and Ford laid off nearly 900 workers this week.
I think we're at a point where it's a lose-lose. Now it's just a matter of how much does everybody want to lose.
Fain said Friday things are moving fast, though he did not say if an end is in sight. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
Earlier this week, GM said in a statement it believes it's made a compelling offer. Ford said it had made its strongest offer on key economic issues since August 29th. Negotiations with all 3 companies continue. Coming up next, Tennessee State students sitting down with Governor Bill Lee, the progress in talks over the billions withheld from the university.
This broadcast is sponsored by Best Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air. When it comes to your comfort, you deserve the best. You're watching Action News 5 at 6.
Friday, Tennessee State University student leaders were at the state capitol asking questions about the $2.1 billion they are owed by the state of Tennessee. As our sister station, WSMV's Lauren Lowry reports, it is the first time leaders representing both sides of the issue discussed how to make sure the money is restored.
We want our quality of campus experience to just be the best possible, and I think we're on the steps to achieving that.
Steps in the right direction. 3 TSU student leaders leading the charge to get the $2.1 billion they're owed by the state.
Our goal right now is to inform and spread awareness. So with whatever details or information we're given, we want to inform the student body so they're very aware of what's going on and they're not left out of the loop or with no clarity.
Members of the Student Government Association met with members of Governor Lee's cabinet to talk about ways they can move forward to put a plan in place. Its president, Darrell Taylor, says the student body is rooted in perseverance.
This is not an issue that we're going to forget about. This is not an issue that we're going to push to the side. This is something that the students are passionate about.
Last month, 2 federal agencies sent a letter to the governor showcasing the $2 billion financial gap in the last 30 years.
This issue, like many other issues that he has tackled during his administration, basically says that the state of Tennessee has to give this immediate attention.
And the governor's senior advisor, John DeBerry Jr., says Governor Lee is focused on getting the ball rolling and working with lawmakers to right this wrong.
Dealing with the legislature, there are 99 members of the House, 33 in the Senate, and they've got to build a consensus. And I think the governor is committed to doing that.
Chris Shonda O'Quinn is confident that the group can work with state leaders to lay down strategic plans ahead of the legislative session in January.
It won't be easy, of course, because there are a lot of entities that we have to deal with, but I'm very confident with the governor's cabinet, with the organizations, the general student body, that we will get it done.
And for Sean Wimberly, a student trustee, it was important to have this conversation as the university prepares to celebrate homecoming. This year's theme, We Are One.
There's no better time for us to all be united on one accord.
Lauren Lowry, WSMV4.
DeBerry says the governor is gathering information like the immediate needs of the campus as he prepares to tackle the budget. While we are finally starting to feel those falling fall temperatures, it has been a very hot summer. According to European climate scientists, 2023 is on track to be the hottest in history. June, July, and August all were the hottest on record, and that is across the entire globe. September actually beat the previous monthly record set in 2020 by 0.9 degrees Fahrenheit. I miss those hot temperatures, I really do, but these fall temperatures are pretty nice.
Yeah, you know, somebody has to miss them,
Yeah.
Kelly.
not the one over here? Okay, fair enough.
It is really nice, though. This Saturday was nice if you were out today. Beautiful fall-like conditions. Let's take a look at what's going on out of our Midtown camera right now. Beautiful sunset ongoing, and you can see not a cloud in the sky. So beautiful, clear sunset. That's the story as we head over into our evening, and temperatures in the 60s. So really comfortable out there if you're headed out in the next few minutes. 64 here in Memphis, 61 over in Summerville, 65 in Potts Camp, Mississippi. So beautiful conditions ongoing for our evening. I know when it gets cooler outside, everyone thinks about the holidays, and the countdown is on for them. We only have 24 days left till Halloween and 79 till Christmas. So they are on the way, folks. As we head over the next 12 hours, temperatures will be dipping down into the 50s. So if you are headed out, have late night plans, make sure to pack that light coat with you. We're going to be starting off our Sunday, though, in the mid to low 40s. So definitely another cool, crisp night ahead here in the Mid-South. Let's talk about highs tomorrow, though, because although we are going to be starting off cooler, we're going to be ending warmer into the afternoon, into those low 70s across the board. 71 here in Shelby County, even into 72 over in Tunica, 72 in Marks. Just another beautiful afternoon ahead. Same story as we head into eastern Arkansas. Plentiful sunshine is the story as well. Taking a look at Futurecast as we head into the overnight hours into early Sunday. Again, a lot of sunshine, not a lot of clouds expected for tomorrow as well, like today. Beautiful conditions overnight Sunday, clear conditions into Monday as well. So you're good for that Monday morning commute. We'll see a lot of sunshine. Just pack the shades over the next few days. As we head into our work week, we'll see dry conditions persist through much of the week, but some slight conditions do rise as we head Thursday into Friday. We'll see a little bit of an uptick in those rain chances ahead of this front that's going to be making its way into the Mid-South. Really, as we head into our Friday afternoon, I think that's when we're going to see the best chance for rain here in the Mid-South, but not a lot expected, and we do need that rainfall. Let's talk about how much is expected. Again, less than really half of an inch across the Mid-South. If you do go up to our north and then over into our east, you see a little bit more of that rainfall, but just not a lot here in the Mid-South with that front moving through. One thing that will do, though, for us is knock down our temperatures. Now, we'll go up before that front moves through Wednesday into Thursday into those low 80s. So we'll get a little bit warmer, but still nice out there. But as we head into next weekend, as you can see, after that front moves through, another really nice weekend ahead. That'll drop us back down into the 60s for next Saturday and Sunday.
Still nice though, Maggie.
It
I
is.
like it. I like it. All right. Thank you so much. Don't go away. Matt Enfield is standing by. We've got sports coming up next.
Another surefire sign that basketball is right around the corner. The Grizzlies hosting a practice open to the public at FedEx Forum this afternoon ahead of their preseason opener tomorrow against the Pacers. Among the highlights, the first public appearance for Derrick Rose and his return to Memphis. D Rose received easily the loudest ovation of any player during introductions. Santi Aldama looked really good in 5-on-5 action at both ends of the floor. A half-court shooting contest was held, dance-offs between players and fans, an all-around fun day for everyone.
It's always love, it's always respect. These days, I cherish these moments, you know, being 16 years in, every year being different, and the support is still there. That's something that I'll never take for granted, me or my family.
It feels weird, like, you know, having everybody up in here, but it's a great feeling. to be able to get in front of the fans and, interact with them heading into the season. It's exciting times.
Ja Morant's, of course, not taking part due to his suspension. Neither was Marcus Smart, one of the newest Grizzlies dealing with abdominal soreness. Don't panic. Head coach Taylor Jenkins said it's nothing serious and he's taking it day by day. Meanwhile, decision day for a Memphis kid and a prize recruit for Petty Hardaway and company. 4-star point guard Curtis Givens III announcing his collegiate decision at Big Bill's Barbecue in East Memphis. He will be a Tiger, but not in the 901. Givens with a bit of a shocker, announcing his commitment to LSU. Memphis was thought to be the favorite. Texas, Indiana, and Georgia Tech were also in his final 5. Our guy Doc Holliday caught up with him after the big announcement.
Why LSU, man? Really, they just showed me the love from day one, and the coaching staff has been consistent with me after the whole recruit process, through all my ups and downs. They really just stuck out to me, and they just been telling me how I can come in and be an impact player.
Now, what do you think you can add to that program?
I can add toughness to the program. I can add a lot of energy, a lot of character, bring a lot of character, and a lot of team bonding, and I can just get everybody together.
Now the focus for Penny will surely turn to another 4-star recruit from Memphis, Billy Richmond, who's thought to be between the Tigers and Kentucky right now. Doc, real close to the family, so he caught up with him afterwards. Congratulations to him, but tough blow for Memphis, no doubt, because I think a lot of people thought that he was going to be a Tiger, like I said, in the 901, not in Baton Rouge. But
yeah,
the show goes on.
Hey, it's a short, not too far of a drive if you want to see him play. You can watch him on TV. Very good. Thank you. And a final look at our forecast.
Yeah, nice conditions for those Friday night football games, and we'll warm up to the 80s this week before another front pushes through on Friday.
All right. Thank you. And thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tonight at 10.
Take the First Alert Weather Team wherever you go. Live radar, hour-by-hour forecasts, everything you need to help plan your day. Download the free First Alert Weather app today. Sponsored by Comfort Dynamics, Heating and Air Specialist. Your comfort is our business.